elementary age children in your family. You need a meat, and that's given your husband, he's going to have to be a light eater because he's only going to get 8 ounces tonight. So each of you would get 8 ounces, and the children would get 4 ounces apiece. So at least 1.5 pounds of meat. Let's get a starch, a potato, a rice, a pasta, something, and a vegetable. And $10. Can we do it? I know we're a little limited with this paper here, but I know you guys can do it.
Well, you're a little limited in that you can't plan it over several meals, like your 10-pound bag of potatoes. Right. It would last way more than 1 meal.
I'm just remembering that Habitat's farm. Well, pizza's a perfect meal. Got the carbohydrates. Did you call it a fruit or a vegetable?
I think she called it a fruit.
Yeah.
She was trying to be clever.
Cheese was the dairy, and the pepperoni was the protein. So the bruschetta 12-inch pizza, you know.
That's what you're going with?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
This is a little, yeah.
I have to use $10.
Don't fret it too much. It is challenging. I actually went to the grocery store and took $21 to see what I could come up with for a week's worth of food. Wasn't pretty.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I did. Brianna and I went and we tried, and we got some bologna that we won't be eating in the refrigerator. And
Wow. Yep.
It's amazing. Yep. So does anybody, Miss Nina, what
no,
do you don't?
I bombed. I went over it.
My bet's on Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And if we had some coupons, that might help as well.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look for, but I don't. I was trying to see the meat I chose. Oh, I think I did a roasteria chicken. I did a roasteria chicken, but that'll have a couple of dark meat things in it, so I did that.
Okay, it says buy one get one free. It's telling me how much I'm gonna save, but how much is it in total?
It's $4.
It's $4.29.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to get some boneless chicken thighs, even though they're not as good, and 2 things of frozen vegetables. 1 vegetable and 1 starch. And that's $5, $9.13.
Excellent.
Good for you.
And yes, we are all still going to be hungry, but we are in our budget.
Not this one. This one. Is that what I'm
Okay,
doing?
for $7
No, but this
and
isn't a
28
buy one get one free.
I can get a pound of
Okay,
acorn
so it
squash,
will be-
a pound of baby carrots, and a pound and a half of pork shoulder, and make a nice stew. Then I have about $2.75 left over to try to buy some brown rice to put it over, but I don't see brown rice.
There's not any brown rice in there, but that's okay. So you could probably get something for that. That's very good.
There you go.
But the work it
That's
took.
yeah, you put the work into it. Yeah, and I went with, I did like 2 vegetables because acorn might be sort of like a starch, but I could get a can of spinach, and I could get a rotisserie chicken, and I could get 2 pounds of acorn squash. But that's all, and then I only have a penny left over. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You guys did a great job. I'll tell you what I went with, and it was I looked at it a lot longer than you did, so I had some time. Are you ready? Do you want to eat?
No, I'm still over for $1.29.
Bless your heart. Yes,
Here, have some chocolate.
the chicken breast down at the bottom of page 1 as well, because you get 2 before
That's my
29.
killer.
Mm-hmm. Now, at first, I thought on page 2 I was going to go with the spinach and I could steam it, but if you've ever steamed spinach, you know that by the time I can eat the whole bag because you have like this much.
Yeah,
That's not
right.
gonna work.
Yeah, you gotta go with the canned stuff. That's
So
what I did.
well, I went with the frozen vegetables on 10. The bags for $2.50, the bird's eye steamed vegetables.
Oh, that's the ones you did.
And then now for my starch, I really didn't like this, but I went with the bag of potatoes next to it, and I baked those fries instead of fried them.
There you go.
So it's not the best, but that's that's what I came up with. So the point is, you guys can see how incredibly challenging it is to try to come up with a meal, a healthy meal. It takes a lot of thought, effort, and a lot of these people don't have it. The other thing I wanted you to take a look at is my pink dots represents processed foods, and my green dots represent things that are water, for one, up here. I have some canned pineapple, and I have some canned milk, which is not that great, but it's just everywhere. It's real, and they're cheap. It's so cheap and convenient.
Yeah, high profit margin.
Yeah, there is. That's why I never have coupons, because it's like never for anything I want to eat.
Exactly.
It's like it's like stuff like that. Yeah.
So, in summary, you guys did a great job, by the way. That was fun. Healthy lifestyle challenges for low-income people, we know their challenges: transportation, trying to get to stores that, in their area that provide healthy foods and fresh vegetables, and, the anxiety and the depression that go along with, all of the things that they have to live with, their lack of resources for exercise, and it's hard for them to stay physically fit. Their neighborhoods aren't conducive for exercise and those kind of things. So with that being said, I tried to find some things that in the community that were free for our patients that maybe they could go to, but most things cost money. They don't have any money. So what I did come up with is a flyer that we could possibly give them if you guys like this. Local farmers market. Both places here take food stamps or the EBT cards now. This Fresh Fields, I went to it. It's awesome because it has meats and vegetables and all of these things. And you can, with this amount of money, you can really do very well. Jacksonville Farmers Market, that's up on Beaver Street. Some of the vendors there take EBT, not all of them, but they also, you get big baskets of tomatoes. I went there as well. So, that's some options for them if they can get there. And the other thing is there's meetups. There's a meetup, a website for meetups. And so, anyway, I visited all 3 of these, and they can go, and it doesn't matter what your level of fitness is. They can go and walk or do whatever that is offered here. Some of it is just walking and being with a group that meets a couple of days a week to do that. So I thought maybe this would be something that could help some of them if they're interested. Okay.
Awesome.
Does anybody have any questions or?
Good job. You go shopping for Karen.
That was a great job. Thank you.
Yeah,
so
good
much.
job.
Well, on my defense, I don't eat like you guys. There, on my defense.